Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to do is we're going to rename files, but we're not going to just rename one file. We're going to rename multiple files in a folder. So here's the folder test. I've got file A and file B here that I want to rename. Okay, so let's start off. Let's create a subroutine and call it rename files. Now we have to create the path to that folder. So my scalar path, I'm going to assign it to C users mark desktop. I think that folder's called test. Okay, so when you create your path, you're going to have to use a different path to this because this is the path for my computer. It's not the path for yours, so you're going to have to find out what your desktop path is. Or else if you simply type this in, it won't work. Then we do chdr, change directory into that path. Right, now we create an array called text files, and we assign it to grep, which will search. And then what we do a bit of regex pattern here, and that's going to be dot txt, and the $sign on here is like we're checking for .txt at the end of the name. That's what the anchor file is about. So it'll check for that if it's got .txt ending on it. Okay, and then we do glob. Yeah, and the wildcard. Sorry about that. Okay. Now we're going to create a counter. And we're going to set it to 0. Right, okay. Now we're going to do the for each loop. For each, create a variable myscalar file. This will iterate over them. Text files. Okay. I'm going to create a new scalar variable called my scalar new name. And we're going to assign it to sorry about that, file scalar counter .txt. And then we're going to use the rename command here. Rename the scalar file, scalar new name. And we're going to use a function here, or warn, like a slight error message there. Generic error message, error renaming. Okay, and then we're going to do scalar file, so to scalar new name. Okay. And then we're going to do counter is equal to counter, scalar counter. Right, okay, all we have to do now is to call the program rename files. So what we're going to do is the file is going to be called file, and that's counter there, so the counter starts at 0. So what it's going to do, it's going to name as file 0.txt, then the next one is going to be file 1.txt, etc, etc, etc. But we've only got 2 files to rename, so I'm going to call it rename files. Let's just save this. Let's run the program. Define subroutine. Oh, okay. Typo. Rename files. That's more like it. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, so that's done its job. So let's go and have a look. And there we go. So we start off at file 0, file 1. So there you go, folks. Bob's your uncle and Fanny is your auntie. I hope you enjoyed that, and remember, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye-bye.